Alright, so back again, welcome to Toxic Compilation number 8. But before we get into that, if you're going to buy anything from this game today, make sure you get it from rocketprices.com. Their link's in the description. You can pretty much get anything you want from this place that's in or has been in this game for a cheaper price that you find elsewhere or from the game itself. Made it even cheaper with 6% off code JET at checkout. So these are quite obvious. Obviously the title states what this is going to be. We have 5 games for you here today. It's a very strange Toxic game, some in casual, some competitive. I think some are season 3 as well and some are season 4, so there'll be a mix of stuff in there. If you see some strange titles and stuff, then that's why. Let's get into this then. Very straightforward what it is going to be. I hope you enjoy the rage. So this first game starts off with my teammate missing the ball in a clearance, them scoring and him putting OMG. Proving he's agitated, then put skip in the chat if you can't wait 3 seconds. Then score again, and out comes the customary forfeit. Blaming me for his clear positional error, then puts mate try Fortnite, with the other team mocking him by both of them putting skip. At this point, I knew what was going on, and I was actually streaming this game at this point, but I score, and I say this whilst on stream. Easy carry. I'm laying out bait here. Easy carry. 1v2. And there it is. We scored to make it 4-4, and as you can see I'm clearly carrying, as I said. I put skip in the chat just to mug him off even more.
Think you're fucking funny.
Fortunately the other team are French, so I can understand what they were saying. I can kind of make out that this is shut the fuck up, that was so lucky, or something along them kind of lines. But if they can't say that and then go and do this for our final goal, absolute calamitous double kill it there, both bump into each other. And we scored to make it 5-4. Even as ha 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 ha, and I put skip just to put the nail in the coffin. In fact, I don't put skip once, I spam skip. Another French insult along the lines of calling him something stupid. Then the big one came out. A very long French paragraph. I had to use Google Translate for this and I was not disappointed. This means, come 1v1 in the street, I will fuck you. That's pretty much what I've gained from Google Translate, and that's experience. Very strange thing to put over Rocket League, but there we go. That's that game, and we didn't see any more of them. So this game started on a bad foot. It's a 3v3 game, and me and a teammate collided at a boost, you'll see here. And he was, fair to say, was not happy about it.
Okay.
We then go 1-0 down, and it's been 23 seconds of the game, and my teammate feels it's enough to say this. If it wasn't his fault for the goal. I responded saying at least I can hit the ball. Then he says doesn't fucking matter when you pass to them. It then becomes free within a minute, and then it all kicks off. What a save goes flying, and our teammate abandons the game, leaving it to 3v2. My teammate saying where the fuck are you going, as if I wasn't in a 2v1 situation. Very strangely, now this is the weird part, one of the person on their team leaves the game and doesn't want to take the free win he gets. So now it's a 2v2, and my teammate's calling me disgusting trash. At this point, I've given up, and I'm just trying to piss him off as much as I can. It looks like I'm succeeding. Then he comes out with this very, very strange statement. It has absolutely no relevance to what I've said or done. However, we then concede to make it 4-2. He hits with the brain dead bots. Quite right, he turns to take the shot, but he's too busy fucking about jumping around in the corner, and I bump into him to piss him off. You go for everything else but your own touches. I'm not too sure how the game works, mate. Demonstrating his evidence, he doesn't understand what a pass is. He then adds a forfeit to the situation. I call him a stupid noob after the game. He says, how are you this bad? And observing his score on the leaderboard, I take it as a perfect opportunity to piss him off. Stating his 363 score in the chat. Searching for the best comebacks, he comes up with one brilliant one. You suck, kid. Of course, I reply with 363, at which I reply to everything he then proceeds to say. But it gets interesting. He calls me a ball-chasing, brain-dead Diamond 1, further emphasising how stupid he is, as he can't see this is a Champ 3 rank. And if he plays worse than me and I'm a Diamond 1, then that makes him a Plat player. I tell him that I'm better than him. I waited a good 20 seconds, 10 seconds to reply here, but he had nothing to say and left the game. This game was the very, very first game I played in Season 4, and it was not a good one. However, it started off on a funny foot, as one of my opponents also added to the okay shit spam, of which I started at the start of the game, which was quite funny. He scored to go 1-0 up, and he's not happy about it. However, at this point, I realise what's going on here. As you can see, his tag is Smurf, and he scores his absolutely outrageous double tap to make it 1-1. I then realise what's happening here. He calls his mate autistic and adds okay shit, and I respond with the same, and we then spam it for a few seconds. Then 2-1 to them, and he's still angry, saying imagine using Season 3 Grand Champ as if it's not just came out and people want to put it on. Me, of course, go 1-up on them with my Blizzard Wizard title. Now this I've never seen before. They miss an open goal. He literally stops playing to type thanks for bump. Later on in the game, my teammate has audacity to claim he's doing everything, which me and the opponent on the other team both have disbelief at. Then gets to 4-1 and he apologises for being a smurf. You cocky prick. Teammate then blaming the loss on me because I don't attack. And after the game follows that up by saying, why are you never up? And I respond quite rightly, why do you never defend? To this he had no answer, and didn't hear from him after that. This second last game had to be questioning whether it's worth playing this game anymore. As you can see, we start well and go 1-0 up, but he's not happy about it, and we spam shit, and which I thought was banter at the time. To him, clearly not. Then takes it upon himself to start going against us and start scoring own goals. As you can see, they score eventually, and he brings out the forfeit, but I was determined to see how much this guy would rage. As you can see now, the score is 7-1, and he's still going at the chat every time they concede. I tried to send him a friend request so I can actually talk to him, but no, he wants to hide behind the quick chat. Now 10-1, and as you can see, the chat is still going. I thought this might be the end, and we just see out the game. I was wrong. He wanted to keep scoring own goals. The game finally ends. I'm pretty sure it finished 11-1, and that's his chat. I then try and send him multiple friend requests, of which I do get ignored. And of course he wants to hide. I even tried to party up with him, but of course, no luck, and he just leaves the game. I persisted with a friend request, but I got nothing from him. As I said, I don't know why I played this game if people are just going to give up after 1-0 because of a chat message. This last game was actually in casual 2v2 because as you'll see in a second, I was lagging quite badly. I didn't want to play competitive. I'm surprised people like this in casual. I thought the whole point of casual was to play casual gameplay. Clearly not. Go 1-0 down, and he clearly thought I should have gone for it.
Take the shot.
And adds what a save to the situation. At this point, I have to point out the other team are very, very strange in this game, and he adds lol for absolutely no reason here. 2-0 flies in, and there's a vote to concede, and bumps me mid-dribble. And at this point I had enough. I stopped playing, he stops playing, and they scored to make it 3-1. I call a bot, and he calls me a snow day player.
What?
If that means anything at all, well done. You've done me there, mate. Now here's where I become a little bit of a hypocrite, because at this point I hate people who ask for 1v1s after playing 2v2, but at this point I felt it was necessary to ask him. As I said, these kids are just weird. My teammate's having none of it though. He doesn't want to 1v1 me. Through mostly me, we then bring it back to 4-all. The same guy on the other team adds cringe as if that means anything at all. I then scored to make it 5-4. The comeback was complete, and the same guy says, wow, so good. I thank him for this. Last few seconds of the game, I decided to be a twat and vote concede at the end of the game. Of course, my teammate's having none of it. He's probably quite happy to get a win for once. I tried to party up with him to try and get that 1v1 on and see what he says, but he was having none of it. Did lead the game. I was saying GG's by L, which just makes no sense. The other team, of course, has something else to say. They say easy noobs, and of course, suck and dick, which I'm pretty sure isn't even German for suck dick, but there we go. He tried his best. With that concludes Toxic Compilation number 8. And some very strange people in here, as I've said pretty much every time we do these. And of course Toxic Compilation 9 will be out as soon as I get enough games and stuff for that. And I'll see you in the next one.